Hey folks, welcome back to GameJutsu. In this episode I'm going to be doing a capture the flag playing as Pharah, just for the hell of it. If the in-game audio sounds a little bit different than usual, it's because I tried a slightly different way of recording it, but I didn't like it, so I went back to the old way shortly after this. One of the first few dates my wife and I went on when we first started dating was to the Renaissance Festival. Well, we made 2 attempts to go at least. You see, the first weekend I got some faulty directions. This was before we had GPS and shit like that. I'd been there several times before, and the anxiousness of going with my new girlfriend, at the time, I made a critical blunder. I forgot that the last time I had gone there I'd been coming from the north, but since I had moved out west, well, I got on the wrong route, and what should have been an hour's drive turned into 4 hours driving all over the state. We wound up in Blairsville, which is a fine little town, sure, but it's not anywhere near the Renaissance Festival. We stopped at a nice little diner in Blairsville called Dean's Diner for lunch, after I apologized so much in the car that I nearly cried. I felt like such a fucking dumbass. I couldn't believe Mr. Prepared for Anything and Everything, Mr. Don't Walk into a Room Unless You Have a Plan to Kill Everything Inside of It, could make such a pivotal blunder as, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going, and I'm going to stake my new girlfriend's faith in my abilities on this drive. Good God, what an idiotic move. Thankfully, she forgave me and eventually lowered herself enough to actually marry my stupid ass.
I will not fail again.
Oh no, I assure you, there's plenty more stories of me fucking up. But the following week, we gave it a second try. And this time, we actually made it there. We enjoyed the day, and near the end, we checked out this little shop there that specialized in metal crafting. She really liked this one necklace that was comprised of 2 separate pieces, ultimately 2 separate necklaces that combined into one pendant together. There's a pair of swords surrounded by a wreath of roses in the shape of a heart, when both pieces were connected by the blades of the sword. She prodded me into buying it, but I told her that I wasn't really one for necklaces, so she could go ahead and have both halves. When we got back that night, I was about to take her home, and she gave me one of the halves of the necklace. I kept it because I didn't want to upset her, but I did later admit that I didn't really wear mine. Up until a few months, maybe even only a few weeks later, when I noticed that she was wearing hers when she'd come over on the weekend once her classes had let out on Friday. So I started wearing mine on the weekends when I was with her. And before I knew it, I was wearing it every day under my uniform. That worked. Didn't realize that Diva was standing behind me. Yep, right there. Complete waste of the ult, and I didn't get the flag.
Back in action.
Anyway. Where was I? Oh, yeah, the necklace. Sometimes when I'd patrol in the darker areas of the city and maybe start to get a little nervous, I found myself fingering the blade of the sword gently under my shirt. It was calming and relaxing and reassuring because it reminded me of her. So now, fast forward into the present, and now I wear it every day. Either over top of my shirt if I'm just wearing a t-shirt or something, or between layers on my chest if I'm wearing a suit or a polo shirt, anything with an undershirt to it. Now the chain on both sets of necklaces, hers and mine, gave out many years ago. I replaced them with old dog tag chains, because, I had a set of dog tags or 2 lying around. They've held up much better, although actually, hers has lost a link to it and needs replaced, and mine has a busted piece to it, so pretty soon I'm going to have to get some new chains for them, since we wear them every day and we're wearing them out. 8th anniversary was just couple months ago, so yeah, we've had them for about 7.5, 8 years then. Here comes a good push. Let's see if I can fly. Alright. Not doing a whole lot to stop this Diva. Let's see if I can get behind.
I will not waste this
Got mercy on
opportunity.
me.
Healing stream engaged.
Is there nobody here at the base? Nope. She just ran past me.
You have the flag.
I did get the flag.
Have the flag.
I've got it. Oh, that's not a good sound. I got Bastion behind me somewhere.
Behind me.
Getting hit by Diva. At least I got Mercy with me. Coming in.
Behind you.
And the flag is mine. Oh boy. 3 HP.
Never die. For a price.
Probably actually get killed. Pump the ult. Yeah, that's about how that goes. Actually survived longer than I expected for having 3 health.
Justice reigns from north.
Yep, I'm dead.
Back online.
EMP activated.
Alright, so where was I in the story? Oh yeah, so yeah, we've had these necklaces for like 7.5, 8 years since our first date. That's basically the story of why I don't wear a wedding ring. And neither does she. Boom, dead. We just wear our necklaces. If we're ever apart, a quick rub of our chest will remind us of the other person. And if we're together, well, I like to try to rub her necklace. Of course, I miss every now and again and get a boob instead. Purely coincidental, of course. Seriously though, you just wear those pendants. And like I said, if I'm ever emotionally distressed, a quick grip of my half of the pendant usually calms me down pretty well. She's been wearing hers a lot less recently since she got a new job. She's been working in a warehouse. Oh my. Alright then. Eva was right on my ass there. But yeah, so ever since she got her new job, she's been wearing hers a lot less. I still wear mine every day because I've got, suit and tie kind of job. She's always afraid that she'll like lose it or break it while she's at work, and I guess it's not a bad idea. I'm probably gonna die again soon here. He turns around, I'm dead. Oh, boom! I survived that. Get some health. There's no health to get. Oh, but we got the flag. Oh, just like I do with 76. Hold everybody off. Oh, thank you, Mercy. This way I won't die as easily. Yeah, so it looks like we're about to win. And victory is ours. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, now we've come full circle. I wear mine more often than she wears hers, whereas when we first got them, she wore hers more often than I wore mine. But anytime we're together, out and about, go out for dinner or something, we wear our necklaces. Like I said, she's just not wearing hers at work because she's afraid of damaging it. So yeah, I guess join us again next time when I'll have probably a much less sappy story or topic in mind. See you then.
Epic. It's nice to be appreciated.
I'll show them.